what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Smile. Listen, let me call you back. I'm really crunching some things right now. KJ.
Yo, what's good, your
First of all, you picked the worst time to go to sleep for a couple days.
What you mean?
Well, were you here for the game show that we did a few days ago?
No.
At Ecstasy. So
Nothing.
we did a game show.
Kidnapped.
We did a game show. Santi ran the game show.
JJ.
It's his
Wow,
idea.
messed up the
Wanted
wrong
to do
girl.
it.
She's crazy,
We did
man.
it.
She's about to
It was 5 civs, 1 crim.
Yeah.
The panel was the ballas, and they had to figure out who the criminal was. And they ended up picking Ziggy. He was undercover, looking sus, and they picked Ziggy, and they lost. Ha ha ha! But anyways,
was it great? Was it fun? Did you guys have like camera? Did news people there?
So much fucking fun. We didn't have news people. Listen. There's a progression of things.
All right, all right.
Let me just chronological, okay?
Yeah.
So afterwards, Babis calls me. I'm hanging out with Santi. Babis calls me, and he's like, "If you had more money, could you do more things like that?" And I was like, "Of course, no shit.
Yeah.
Of course we would." So then he's like, "I'm gonna see what I can do." So the next, like a little bit later on in the next wave, I wake up because I had to go to sleep, but I was still at the wake at like the end of, mid to NA, right? I wake up and Doyle calls me fucking freaking out. Like, I mean, he can barely even like talk right, all right?
What?
And then he tells me that after I went to bed for a little bit, Lang Buddha came and visited Ecstasy while Doyle was hanging out with all of his Doyle heads.
The mayor.
The mayor.
Holy,
So
right?
Doyle showed him around, told him what we've been up to. He said he's heard good things. And KJ, I need you to come look at the bank account for Ecstasy Entertainment.
Holy shit. Holy, 2.9 mil.
He gave us $2.5 million state grant.
What the fuck?
Because he loves what we're doing.
Or an acting? Yeah.
And he wants us to keep doing it.
That is great. So that money is like money to spend to use that shit then? Or like... Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty much like money to spend, money to whatever. As you saw, there was a contest winning that was pulled out. It was $50K.
Yeah.
We did a spelling bee.
Ooh.
And we had like Abdul and Pitar and MC Fixer and Bunny and a whole bunch of people. Yeah. And we put them through a spelling bee. So we put them through grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By the way, only 3 people made it to 10th grade. People cannot fucking spell. Like, they cannot spell at all.
No.
But it was a really fun thing, and then we did, like, a prize. So Ecstasy put $50K up front, and then another entity put $50K up front, and the winner got, like, $100K. Oh my god, all this shit again. This is the alien bullshit. The aliens are probably at Burger Shot.
Holy fuck.
Fuck, these things give me anxiety. You haven't been around the last couple days.
No,
it's been, like... jizzing alien come and shit out of the sky and crazy shit. I don't even know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So we got 2.5 million then, and so we need to be smart about using the money towards
we do.
This stuff you're doing, but at the same time when you're doing this stuff, get the publicity out there, for Ecstasy that makes more revenue back as well.
Back to it. After the spelling bee, Babis hits me up again.
Right.
Hey, you're good with the money. He's like, by the way, he's like, I don't know why you don't have a camera crew in here and why you're not uploading this.
Yeah.
He's like, but you need a camera crew in here immediately. He's like, people need to see what you are doing here, even if they don't make it.
Yeah.
So, last wave, I woke up bright and early and I hired a videographer.
Okay.
I hired Santi yesterday to continue to do events for Ecstasy Entertainment because he's got a knack for that, and he picks out like the good people. He knows like the good people to pick and all of that. I love that about, and he's got ideas and he just goes with it. Boom, I love that. That's
He
someone
got the
doing the work.
ideas, Ecstasy got the money. At the same time, we got some reimbursed from the state. And if you use that money right and get the camera crew on it, it gets, more revenue for the company, and more exposure out there. That is great.
Yes.
I like it.
I also hired, do you know someone named Charlotte Green?
Charlotte Green. No, Charlotte Green, no.
She is the director of Parks and Recs, who no longer wants to do events for the state because when Mickey was in office, there was a huge delay in budgets being sent out,
Yeah.
and they didn't really have the money to do things. And then B, she wants to be a criminal again. However, when you work for Ecstasy Entertainment, you can still do a bunch of events and
Yeah.
still be a criminal.
Yeah.
And she kind of gets the best of both worlds with that.
Yeah.
So I hired and she's very organized. She showed me a lot of her paperwork for her other businesses. She's really good. Like I'm impressed by some of her work, but I hired her as an event planner. But she's also going to be helping us with stage decoration because she does decorating in the city. So when we do these like shows or concerts or events, like it would be nice to have different props on the stage. I mean, we have a beautiful storefront that we can change around as much as we want. So she agreed to be a stage decorator as well. She knows a lot about that, and she wants to help us. She owns Shits and Giggles. Have you ever been there?
Shits and Giggles. Yeah, I heard about the company.
The little mini golf place. It's
yeah.
actually so cute. By the way, really cute date idea for you and Mari is to go in there and do some mini golf. Like, it's a lot of fun.
Okay,
You guys 100%
I like it.
do some mini golf.
But you see now, you're starting to get the exposure. You're starting to get people who looks into the company and see, hey, they're doing something great here. We want to be a part of it, Now you have the funding as well. You have the money, to back it up.
So that's how. Okay, so we need to discuss a little bit of how we want to approach this money. Because I'll be honest with you.
I think this money, money come from the state, and I think this money should be used to what it's supposed to be used to. You know what I mean? Like, this is not money for me and you. This is the money for the company to grow.
Okay,
that's how I look at
it. I wanted to be sure because I wasn't sure if you'd wake up and be like, I want my slice of that pie, girl.
Give me 20%. Yeah, no. Like, Molly, you know me by now. I'm not like that, right? I don't think, like, of course, if it's my money, it's my money, and I care a lot about it. But I feel like when the state comes over and see what we're doing, they're willing to give us some extra cash. I think we should use that cash to generate more stuff. In terms of getting more stuff, we get more eyes, we get more publicity, we get, more stuff happening around the company that in the future, like, I'm long term. I look at like a year, 2. And I think if we use this money right and we I think we can generate much more, and if the state as well see that, we're not fucking people who get the money and then we pay ourselves money and we go separate ways and give a fuck about shit.
I don't want any of it. That was going to be like the big thing. I was really scared that you were going to wake up and want your slice of pie.
Why the most thing I'd want to
consider is like something for we need to do. I don't know. Doyle's constantly broke, so I would like to do something so he's not constantly
Doyle out though with some of the money. You know what I mean? Because he does a lot for the company as well. So give him like a little bonus.
Okay.
Give him some bonus on 25 or 50K or some shit. You know what I mean? Because he is bringing. He got some artists. You said he has his own fan base. And
he does have his own fan base.
He's doing a lot more than just being an artist for the company, So give him a bonus and show appreciation for the work he's doing.
So man.
Okay. And let me think of other things. So Wednesday we're probably gonna do another game show.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're gonna do what did we settle on? It's either find who the millionaire is amongst the gold diggers or find who the drug dealer is amongst the civs. I don't remember which one we're gonna do. But we're gonna do one of those two. We're gonna do Wednesday. We're gonna try to run it through Rain, the videographer, which was so crazy. He literally walked up to me and was like, I can do music videos if anybody ever need. And I was like, say less. I was like, I need to protect you though, because I can't just hire you right now as a music video guy because the artists are gonna swarm you. You're gonna get I might swarm you, bro. Like, so him and I are gonna have more like conversations, and he did request to have like a couple other people who can do the raw footage shoots. So we have multiple angles of the game show, and then he'll do the editing for it.
Yeah.
So
And I was
we're
talking.
gonna make.
I was
Go
thinking
ahead.
about something right now as well. We got all that shit done.
You said you're
We
taking
have
a
all
nap.
the money. Don't spend it,
Yeah, I think
spend
I'm
it
gonna
all
take a
on
nap.
one time. You know what I mean? But spread it
Right,
out, and you have
brother.
these game shows. That's great.
9.
And when we are done
Alright,
with
I
the
appreciate
building,
everything
when we
today,
got the
huh?
mix
Today was really
table,
fun.
when we have everything
Awesome,
settled,
birthday,
contracts
bro.
is settled, everything,
Thank you, boys.
we talk to
You guys reach
the
out to me with anything.
newspaper or the newspaper
I
and have
am
an
you too,
interview
man.
with them, you know,
Always
about
there.
ecstasy and we got some extra money and what we're doing and what we're trying to do, and so more people can see what we're up to, you know, get the publicity, get the
Yeah.
eyes on.
And I think that's exactly what like Babis was also like saying, like recording these game shows and
Yeah,
especially because you know, AUE has been so quiet lately. You know,
Yeah.
it was so cool having people like come together to do that.
yeah,
I think that that's where he was going with that. You know, so I think talking with LSBN, doing that, getting our own content out there, we can even like work with LSBN to get them to post it.
yeah,
Another thing is like with this grant money, we also do have like, if you're gonna have that conversation with the person for the hoodies,
yeah,
the sign guy texted me back. He said he's usually available mid to late in A.
right?
I have been awake for like crackhead hours. Like I've been awake for so long, so I won't be awake mid to late NA for sure.
Yeah.
Today
no,
he
but-
will be around mid to late NA. Will you
And
be around?
who's this guy again? You said this
His name is Marcel Miller. I sent you his phone number, I think, last time you were around.
Send it to me again. So you know, you have been sending me a lot of shit. So Marcel Miller. The thing is, this is how I look at it. You know, if we are, you know, hosting stuff at Ecstasy Entertainment, the building, we're always there with doing shit. You know, in the future, if we are looking to get some construction done and we can tell how much, you know, we do at that place and, you know, put it out there, you know, newspaper, people know that there's always stuff happening, you know, us pushing for some construction work maybe get easier, you know, instead of
We should have a page.
being-
We should have a page about the game shows in our Ecstasy magazine.
Yeah.
That's a whole new
Yeah.
thing. That's, you know what? I'm not gonna say no to somebody. You know what I mean? When I know that wasn't like, that's totally off where I'm like thinking of like the grand opening and all that. But
Yeah.
you know what was cool is today I sat there with a few event planners and we were talking about the grand opening and you know, ironing out some details of a few other things. And I'm fucking excited for this team, KJ. We got
Yeah,
some
no,
we got some
some
solid
good-
people right now.
Yeah,
Santi and Charlotte are like really great. Remember how I told you, like, if someone wants a job, they're gonna do the work before they even get the job. That's how I felt about Santi. And like,
yeah,
he was like, he just wanted to run this game show. I'm like, let's fucking run it. And sorry that you're the last person to pretty much find out about the grant, dude. We were like freaking out for days.
no
The hype's
no
pretty
worries,
much, like,
no worries. Hell yeah,
over for us on that.
I'm just happy because I knew this will happen all along, you know, like if you get the right people to do the right thing and everybody's in the right position and get the right people around you, you know, like it.
Oh, you're gonna make me
breaks-
cry. Don't
What you mean?
you're gonna make me cry. Like it's you're, I don't know, it's just, you're so wholesome. It warms my little fucking heart. My little cold heart is being warmed. I feel like the Grinch. Oh, it hurts. I don't like this.
What you mean? I'm looking at everything and then I see dollar signs in the end, you know, so I'm trying to get to the dollar sign, and on the path there, you know, you need to do good shit. And I feel like look how far you come, like after like 1.5 months. Just, you know, just sit down and take a look and see where you're at, you know.
I'm a fucking grinder. Harry
You're
Martinez
a
was right.
grinder.
I'm a
Yeah.
grinder.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my god,
are, but
I'm a grinder.
but
just
you are
don't do
grinding with
Fanny.
something you love to do that creates like so much wholesomeness for so many people, you know. That's the difference.
Okay, sick. So I'm glad for this conversation. So I'm gonna make sure when I'm doing like my budgeting, my auditing, and our monthly payouts and all that, that I'm excluding the money that
Yeah.
comes from that.
Use that money to, you know, like
And I do think
publicity
we should,
for
yeah,
ecstasy,
we're gonna milk
you
that
know?
for that.
Milk
That can last
those
us
money,
months.
you know what I mean? Because I think that money can generate more money if you look at that, you know. And then we show
Well,
the
that's-
state as well. We're not like, you know, just milking this
Above
cow
business.
to get
No.
yeah. Maybe
That's what
you know that will
that's what I
help
told
us
him
in the
today.
future.
We need to find a way to monetize on these little events, and even if it's not monetizing them, at least finding people who sponsor the cost of the event.
Is gone, I might be alone. I'll still fuck you up before it's set in stone. You know where to find me, my weapons are nicely created, delivered precisely. I got my